If you're somebody who drinks alcohol and other people tell you that when you are under the influence, you become embarrassing, you become unreasonable, you become argumentative or even aggressive, then maybe it's time to do some real soul searching in your life and stop. Let's explore this together. So yeah, guys, I want to talk about alcohol from the perspective of a middle-aged man. Now, I don't currently drink, but I have had periods on and off through my life where I've drank. Obviously, as a teenager, a lot of teenagers that experiment with drink and drugs and all kinds of things. So I did drink a lot as a teenager and had some very bad hangovers. And I think I suffered alcoholic poisoning as well on one occasion where I should have really gone to the hospital. Oh, it was just awful. I mean, gosh, I was seeing things and hearing voices and all kinds of stuff, vomiting for days. It was just awful. I don't know why my parents never sent me to the hospital. I could have flipping died. But anyway, that was a long time ago. But I've had periods on and off in my life, later on in life, where I have drank. Not really a great deal, but I'm a proper lightweight, really. I only need a few glasses of wine to be completely intoxicated. But I really don't like the person I am. It never ends well, really. Gosh, there's so many reasons I would steer clear of alcohol. One of the reasons I would say is because of the personality change, the way it affects some people, not everybody. But I've met people in my life. I wasn't one of them, as far as I know. Nobody's ever told me this anyway. I've known people who have drank alcohol and just become completely different people. And they've changed totally after drinking. And it's like new character unlocked. Hello, who are you? How do you do? Pleased to meet you. Someone new pops up out of this person who is somebody you know, but you don't know the person that has been unlocked because of the alcohol. And I've seen this quite a few times. I always find that really, really disturbing. And if people are telling you that, I think it's time to stop. You know, nothing good can come of that. Yeah, so there was a lady that I knew who, when she would drink, she would just become completely different. And it really was like another person had entered the room. It was really quite creepy, really, quite disturbing. And all I wanted to do was just to get away from this person. And as the evening would progress at this social events, she would become more intoxicated, more out of character, more embarrassing. And gosh, in fact, I can think of another person as well who acted in exactly the same way as that. People are starting to come to mind. I won't name who they are, obviously, for the sake of their privacy and to protect them. But there was a guy that I knew as well, a very humble, very quiet guy, and he stuttered. And when he drank, he became a completely different person. Very, very confident, overly confident, quite brash, quite rude. And you know what else was strange as well? When he drank, his stutter would disappear as well. And somebody said to me, commenting on this, they said, it was like he was possessed. So this new person was unlocked because of the alcohol to such an extent that people were thinking he was almost like he was possessed. So if people are telling you that, guys, I would say, gosh, it's time to stop. You do not want to have that reputation. No good can come from that at all. And I'm thinking of Oliver Reed as well on Parkinson. I think it was Parkinson, wasn't it? The chat show way, way, way back. And he was well remembered for this. Obviously, he's dead now, but he was remembered for being on the show. And he came with his shirt hanging out, all red-faced and bloated. And he had a big jug of alcohol. And he was starting to sing Wild One. I'm a real wild one, wild one. And he was dancing and singing. And in his mind, he probably thought he was giving a good performance, but people were not laughing with him. They were laughing at him. So you can really embarrass yourself when you're drinking. And then, of course, there's the health aspect of it. I mean, there was a guy I knew who, he was drinking, an alcoholic really, and he was drinking so much that he went bright yellow like Homer Simpson and he bloated up like a big football. And you know what? He still carried on drinking despite what the doctors were telling him. Stop or you're going to die. And you know, he did die. And it was just so tragic. Only young as well. Only in his, I think he was probably in his late 30s, could have been stopped if I've just ceased drinking alcohol. It's really not worth it, guys. And then there's the cost, not only to your health, but also the cost to your wallet. I mean, gosh, I don't know how anyone can afford to drink on a regular basis now in this day and age, especially people that go into pubs. And I'm all for the socialising in the pubs. I think it's good. And I think it's sad that pubs are closing down, because I really do think there's some shadowy forces out there lurking and at work that really do not want us socialising and sharing ideas. And of course, pubs are good places for that. But yeah, the alcohol, I mean, you know, is not so good, I suppose, unless you're drinking in moderation and you can handle it and you're responsible. But, you know, the cost, gosh, the cost of a pint, it's astronomical now, isn't it? A pint of lager. So, you know, there's the cost to your wallet, cost to your health, cost to your reputation if you act up and act all funny and strange. So yeah, just my thoughts, guys. If any of this resonates with you, maybe you should reconsider. It's far better. You feel more clear-headed as well. I mean, waking up after an evening or a night's drinking, waking up the next morning, you feel like death. You can't spend any quality time with your family. You can't do anything constructive or productive. What good can come from any of that? I really just don't understand it. Yeah, just some thoughts anyway, guys, on the whole issue. Take care. See you soon.